Hello y'all, how's it going? Today we're going to talk about the top 5 things to do with your taxes. This is Emilio, your homeboy, the realtor from New England to the Sunshine State. I'm your first choice for real estate, right? So, number one thing that we're going to talk about is purchasing a property, what to do with your taxes, right? So we want to make sure that you utilize your money correctly to reinvest it for the right things and make sure we make our money work for us, right? So the number one thing I would suggest is save your tax money, okay, for a property, right? Some of the things that you could do, which I have number 2 on my list, you could literally pay your closing cost with that tax money, right? Whether you get $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $15,000, $15,000 in your taxes, right? Some of these closing costs will exceed $10,000 depending on the property that you choose, right? So that's number 2 there. Number 1 is purchase of property. Number 2 is closing costs. Number 3 is you could use your taxes for a down payment, right? We all know that on traditional methods, you have to put a down payment, right? Because the banks will loan you, 97% sometimes, 97 to 97.5% of the loan, right? Of the purchase price of a property. So you get to put 3 to 3.5% depending if you're a first-time homeowner. Sometimes you may have to put 5% if you're going to a secondary home and it'll still be your primary home. But there are times where you have to put 20% down on a property that is an investment. Now you have multiple homes. So that is number 3 on the list, down payment, right? Now, number 4, right? You could use this money for your credit cards. How about paying off your credit cards? We all know credit cards, car payments. Maybe you have a couple of $1,000s left in your car payment. We may want to pay those things off, your debt, right? Because we all know that your loan to value, or actually your debt to income ratio, plays a factor in how the banks will qualify you for a house. Now, what does that mean? If you have high credit cards, if you have a car payment that, maybe it's paying $400, $500, $800. I know my car is about $900 a month, dude, which is insane, right? But there are people that even pay more. Now, remember to make sure you use this money to pay these things down, because it'll help you to qualify for more money from the banks. Right? So the lower your debt to income ratio is, right, the more buying power you have for a property, right? So something to take into consideration with your tax money. And number 5, the most important, I am not a tax professional, so I would highly recommend that you speak to a CPA. I could teach you little tricks to the trade to help you, but every year tax laws are always changing, right? IRS, government is always changing the guidelines on what you could do with your taxes, right? And how you could claim your taxes. So it's very important that you contact a great CPA, and remember to tell them, hey, listen, I like to do my taxes. I'm going to be purchasing a property. I'm going to need as much money as I could, right? To either pay your credit cards, to either pay your car payment off, to either use it for down payment, to either use it for your closing costs, or maybe you just want to go and get whatever house you want. So remember, a CPA will tell you exactly what you need to do. So remember, guys, talk to a CPA. I am out. Again, it's Emilio, your homeboy, the realtor from New England to the Sunshine State. I'm your first choice for real estate, baby. Have a good one, and I'll see you on the next video.